You don't need to be scared of the quotient rule. Here's a step-by-step of how I used it to find the derivative of the function h of x. The first thing I did was write down my formula. The formula for the quotient rule tells us that the derivative of h of x is going to equal the derivative of our numerator, in this case we're calling this function here f of x, times the denominator g of x, minus f of x times the denominator again, but this time this prime symbol means we need to find the derivative. That is all going to be over g of x, our denominator, squared. Writing that out in numerical form, that leaves us with the entirety of our numerator, prime means we need to find the derivative, times the denominator, minus the numerator, times the denominator, prime means we need to find the derivative, all over the denominator squared. Now that we have written it out like so, we can utilize our power rule to get this derivative and this derivative. To use the power rule, we have this formula here. We know that x raised to the power of n, the derivative of which is going to be n times x to the power of n minus 1. Using that with numbers, what you see here is 3x cubed. 3 is going to be our n. We bring that n down here to the 3. 3 times 3 is where our 9 is coming from. Then 3, like I said before, that is our n. We need n minus 1, meaning instead of being cubed, it is now squared. 2x squared, utilizing the power rule, the 2 goes down, 4x raised to 2 minus 1 is the power of 1. You don't need to write this, but I'm putting it here so you can visualize it. Plus 9. Well, the derivative of a constant is going to be 0, so there's no need to write anything else. This x squared minus 2, we don't need to find the derivative of it, so it goes exactly like so. Minus, we do not need the derivative of this, so it just copies right down. Then, utilizing the power rule again for our g of x, the 2 goes down in front, leaving us with 2x to the power of 2 minus 1, 1, all over g of x squared. And right here, this function is the derivative of h of x. At this point, the only thing left for you to do is to simplify. And chances are your professor won't even ask you to do it. All they care about is knowing that you know the quotient rule, which you do. Good luck with your studies, and I'll see you next week.